Good morning, dear friends. I'm Cynthia Hogan, and this is Eurythmy as a personal practice here in the wonderful month of November. And just a second, let me turn off a little Zoom message that I got. And I'm very happy to be with you. This is the sixth in a series of 7 webinar mornings that we're going to have this fall. And our theme is still how to be strong in this age of Michael, dedicated to the autumn season as the days get shorter and we immerse ourselves into the depths, both personally and also in relationship to the world outside and its weather and to our tasks on the earth. And we have been working since the beginning on how to carry the spiritual world with us and how to ground ourselves into our bodies using exercises of walking and contraction, expansion, rod exercises, and a few verses. And today I'm going to bring in a different verse than the one that we've been using. And we're going to work together this week and next week on what is known as the verse for America, which I spoke to you last week as well on Tuesday and also on Thursday. So let me begin today's class by speaking this verse to you. May our feelings penetrate to the center of our heart and seek in love to unite with human beings seeking the same goal, with spirit beings who, full of grace, are beholding our earnest, heartfelt striving, and in beholding, strengthen us from realms of light, illuminating our lives in love. Beautiful verse, and I'd like to move that with you as we develop this class today. So please take your space and as we have worked on ever and again, we'll do the peace exercise. So become mindful of the fact that this is a different kind of moment in your day, in your week, in which we very deliberately create to hold and to carry peace and light and consciousness of our spirit. Picture the stars above your head who have been watching over you and our earth for millennia, and the earth below your feet, where you are presently embodied, and feel yourself as a lightning rod between heaven and earth. And then open your arms wide. Let your heart be open to feel the world. Open chest, open arms. And then add to that the consciousness of front space. So just as I say this and we do our warm-up, feel your front, the whole front, not just your eyes, and your back space, where your wings are. And now let's go through these 3 axes of space. First, going down towards gravity, feeling the strength of your body. And then up with a different dynamic, feeling light, stars. Open your arms and feel the widths of the world. Take a few steps forward, 1, 2, or 3, eagerly saying, the world of the senses lies outspread before me. And now feeling the back door of your heart, the root of your wings, feeling your angel behind you. And then bringing your hands to your heart, you also bring in the energy, the consciousness from front and back and up and down. Your whole sphere concentrates in your heart. Everything that you experience is engraved in your heart. And take that heart energy and spread it wide. And in real kindness, go down towards the earth, up towards the stars, spreading wide open your heart. With eagerness and enthusiasm, the world is in front of you. Think of nature and mountains and trees. And behind you, the world of senses, the invisible world. Inside your heart, everything is inscribed. And one more time, bestowing peace on the world. May peace be below me. May peace be above me. May peace be all around me. Practice being mindful in your heart, sensing your effect on space. May peace be before me. And may peace be behind me. May peace be within me. Breathe. What has changed in this by doing this exercise? And from here, we could go into expansion, contraction, but I would like instead from here today to go straight into threefold walking, then come back to the contraction, expansion. So drop your arms. Can you feel what you just did? Upright posture, open heart, front space, back space. And let's begin 4 steps forward. Lift your foot into light, carry, and place. Lift, carry, and place. Lift, carry, and place. Lift, carry. And as I said, you don't need to do these arm gestures. I'm really doing them to indicate to you what's happening etherically as you move. Always, we have these rotating circles as we move. Lift, carry, place, lift, carry, place. And we'll do that again. Mindful that you don't need to move your arms. It's actually a better personal practice discipline to stay still and feel it as powerfully as you can without using your hands as to support your feet. And backwards, open your awareness of the back space. Good. Thank you. And now, in preparation for the verse that I said we'll do today, I want to do the cross that we've done many times in our classes, where we'll walk into the directions of space. So if you're new, just follow me. We haven't done this for many weeks, but let's take 3 steps backwards, feeling that you're walking into that invisible space. And come back to the place you started. And now take 3 steps forward into the front space. Lift, carry, place, carry, place. And the purpose of doing this is to remember again, 3 steps back. Remember again how we use the different directions of space in eurythmy. So 3 steps to the right. 1, 2, 3. And 3 steps to the left. Back again. And then 3 further steps to the left. 2, 3. And 3 to the right. Thank you. So you can tell we've made a cross, right? Let's do that a few more times. Backwards and back to center. 1. Now we're doing a little more fluid steps. Forwards. 1, 2, 3. And back to center. To the right. Back to center. Back to left. 1. And back to center. Good. And we'll do that one more time, preparing to feel this dynamic of touching the sense world or the spirit world when we go back. And open yourself to the back, even without using your arms. Come forward, grounded in the middle. Enter into the world of the senses. Go back and ground. 3 steps to the right and the left, feeling what people are over there, what part of my heart social connections are on my right, what part on the left, going between east and west, if you will, or doesn't matter, north and south, but spreading out in the different directions. Thank you. We'll keep going, but I just want to point out to you that what we've just done, because we're going to work with forms today, we've taken 3 steps back and 3 forward, 3 steps forward and 3 back, 3 to the right and back, and 3 to the left and back. With that, we get used to working with seeing the forms. Okay, come back to your center. And let's do expansion, contraction. Spread your arms wide. Feel space as large as you can. And bring space into your heart. Bring spirit into your heart. And open the seed back to the world. Let the spirit looking for a willing human being find you. And you offer all that you have through your life to the world. And the world fills you, and you give back. We've done this so many times over the years, right? Within my heart shines the light of the sun. Within my soul weaves the warmth of the world. I will breathe the light of the sun. I will feel the warmth of the world. Light of the sun pour into me, and warmth of the world. Let's drop our arms low through me. Take a moment to feel that before we go on to the next exercise. Just feel centered. Thank you. And now let's combine that with contraction, expansion. Spread your arms wide and take perhaps 3 steps forward as you contract. And backwards. And can you continue to do threefold walking and at the same time focus on your arms? That practice helps eurythmy. Eurythmy helps us to become conscious of the whole body, integrating them in a total body expression front space, back space, out and in, all at the same time. Within my heart shines the light of the sun. Within my soul weaves the warmth of the world. I will breathe. Feel very introspective. Now joyously extroverted, the light of the sun. I will feel the warmth of the world. Light of the sun pour into me, and warmth of the world flow through me. Thank you. Let's take the next step again in preparation for doing the poem later on, but just because it gives us some beautiful eurythmy experiences. Yeah, we had this cross a minute ago. We try to get that glowing light. This is the back of the room, front of the room here. I'd like to do the contraction expansion again, very simply. But let's just do it in a little spiral. Inwinding and outwinding. So you walk forwards to your right, spiral in, and then emerge out of your cocoon and spiral out. Let's try. Open to the world. And bring that world right into the seed force. A few steps to the right and then forwards, getting smaller and smaller, smaller. Become quiet, reflective, and then unspiral. Good, let's try that several more times. Unspiral. Lots going on here, right? Hands, feet, front space, back space, outside, inside, and all of that in the service of feeling self and world. And unfold bit by bit and feel the world. Don't just do a spiral, but feel your whole aura is expanded. And now bring all of that into yourself. Quiet. And out. And rest. Wonderful beginning. We'll come back to that in a little bit when we do this poem, this verse. And this is how we'll create the experience for may our feelings penetrate into the center of our hearts. And those words need to be done in an inwinding spiral. All right. Please, friends, let's get our eurythmy rods. Begin. I hope you brought your rods along today, that you can easily pick them up. The rods, once again, create clarity in our thinking, our feeling, and our willing. So my rod is cold this morning. And so it's really fun. If yours is also cold, you'll notice within minutes it will become warm as it responds to your body heat. That's one of the reasons why we use copper, because it really activates the warmth. All right. In standing, hands at shoulder width. Let's do the sevenfold exercise. Below, above, right, left, right, above, low, back in the middle. And the important thing here is your precision, but equally important is that you are awake to the feelings or the sensations that come from the different directions. You feel downness. I feel into my legs. While I'm up here, I feel my legs and my heights. I have stretched right side. I awaken everything on the right side. Left, right, above, below, in the middle. Very strictly aware of space and time. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Let's step, which we've been doing already in previous classes. One step forward into down, grounded. A step backwards in this wonderful stretch to the right. Can you arrange your timing so the rod arrives at the moment when your foot does? Left, right, backwards, hands and feet, synchronize, and back in the middle. Again, below, above, right, left, right, backwards, forwards, in the middle. Okay. And now a little more briskly for the coffee effect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, back, 6, 7, in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, back, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and one more time fast. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and once in standing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Back in the middle. Thank you. I can even inwardly imagine, almost hear some of you laughing at that sensation of doing it fast when generally in my classes I'm teaching you slow. Sometimes it's when one reaches new boundaries when doing it at different speeds. All right, let's do the 12-fold exercise. And remember, we have our thumbs in front of the rod so that the fingers can point down and you can pick your rod up like that. 12-fold exercise. 1, 2, 3, drop. 4, turn around, turning your left hand forward. 5, and turn your other hand. 6, pop it up. 7, 8, 9, 10. Bring it around your left side. 11, 12. Get your thumbs ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. Front space. 4. And now feel it in back. And 8. And now feel this as difference in gravity and levity. difference in inhalation and exhalation. We don't consciously manipulate our breath and eurythmy, but the movements will naturally tell us when to inhale and exhale. Thank you. Okay, we can do a little bit of walking on this one, forwards and backwards. We move on 1, 2, 3, and on 7, 8, 9. And we stand still on the other count. And lift, ground, lift, ground, and space, ground, backspace. Remember how to feel the space behind you. See what you're doing as you go back. And forwards, that's more familiar. Ground. See behind you. Round. One. And thank you. Just a little bit more. Let's do the wonderful waterfall. Lift of your head around. Drop and catch. Ground. After you've grounded, take it around your left side. Lift. Remember, the movement, the journey is as important as a successful catch, right? And again, lift. And I do usually rest it on my shoulder, but you don't have to. That's actually a simplified version. It's also possible to just choose to drop it from up here. So if you want to have fun in your own practice, give it a try. And one more time, around, catch, great. And let's try that with a few steps forwards and backwards. And again. And rest. Thank you. Thank you. The morning wake up exercises. Thank you so much. Right. And now I would like to continue going more deeply into the consonants with respect to the 4 elements: earth, water, air, and fire. And when we do the earth elements, I want to give us a form to move. And I want to do the earth elements on a so-called crystalline form, or very formal geometric form. And I'd like to do a 5-pointed star, which, if you've been doing eurythmy with my classes or anyone else's, you've surely done a 5-pointed star. This is totally freehand, so it might be not as perfect as I like. You walk from the head of the star diagonally forward to the right, and then diagonally back to the left, straight across to the right, diagonally forward to the left, and down. So this is what we call the head of the star. And here, these are the feet, and these are the arms. So we go from the head to the foot, right foot, left arm, left foot, head. I know that probably most of you who are here have done the star with me or with others, but before we start doing the consonants, let's try walking that shape. I stand here at the head of my star, I will go there to the right foot, and then there to the left arm, left foot, head. And be conscious of the fact that the feet are not as far apart as the arms are. You can see that on the star. So that line is more narrow than the lines that get to the arms. Are you ready? Let's take 3 steps for each way. From the head to the foot. And now, walking backwards, don't turn to look. Walk backwards, 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. Walk sideways. 1, 2, 3 to the right arm, diagonally to the left foot, and back to the head. Good. And soon we will do the consonants on them. I'll go ahead and say the consonants that we will do. As we go to the head, to the right foot, we'll do B and P. Back that way to the arm, D and T. We won't do the TH today. To the right, G and K. There, the M. Diagonally back to the Ng. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And again. 1, 2. And here we have, as I said, this straight line geometrical form because it bears the qualities of the earth element, the cosmic element on the earth, I should say, and back. All right. Again, and one more word of explanation. We will travel, we will carry, we will build the B as we get here. And then when we stand, we'll do the P. We will build the D. And when we stand, we'll do the T. We will build the G. When we stand, we'll do the K. And when we walk here, we'll do the M the whole way. And as we walk back, we'll prepare the N and finish when we get here. All right, let's begin. B and P. Oh. 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 And now the next earth sound. D, 1, 2, 3. And E. And then the next set, G and K, growing and culminate when you arrive here, G and K. And M, 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 and N. N. Good. Let's do that several more times. And into the B. Oh. 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 Yeah. Oh. Good. Oh. No. Good. Now the consonants work in an enlivening way in us. So start to feel. Oh. Oh. Start to feel what's happening in your aura as you do this. Yeah. With respect to clarity. A strong, good forms. Good. And when I'm working with a patient doing consonants, can actually see how the aura starts to kind of sparkle from doing these consonants. Things are happening around you. Yeah. Good. No. And one of the things that gives a special sparkle when we do the earth consonants is each one of these comes to an end. And at that moment of ending, there's a kind of a little flash in your whole etheric body. Yeah. Yeah. Good. And sometimes I do it once, sometimes twice. And no. Good. One more time. Oh. Yeah. And good. Sorry. And 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 rest. Check in with yourself. How do you feel? A little bit awakened, perhaps, to the extent that you feel confident with it. You've got a sense of awakening. All right. And now let's do the L and the R. And let's just take a big curve to the front to do the L. No, if we did that, we would not have the W. So let's do a big W that comes up to here, and then a big L that comes back to here. And then return, friends. Sorry, it's getting crooked. And then this way, R and H. Okay. So what's happening here? The earth consonants are crystalline. They like straight line forms. And the water and the air sounds begin to expand and swell out. So let's try doing W and L. Remember how your star was? And do a nice curve with the W to the center front, and a beautiful L to get you back to here. And then return from your left to your right with to the front, and ha to return back here. Right? Like it. Okay. And an R to the left. Now we need quick steps. And okay. Remember how different that is from the B and P and so on. Again, watery, whole different feeling than with those crisp earth sounds. And L. And now a new feeling with the air sound. And H. Oh, good. And again. And then going back again. And oh, and rest. Yes. All right. Let's do the earth one time, and then the water and the air, and then we'll find this fire sign. fire forms, B and P. Oh. B and T. Duh. Huh. Gah. M N and a W. O, N and R. And you. How do you feel? Hopefully, a little enlivened. All right. And now let's finally take the fire sounds, and I'm just going to do the two most dominant, the two purest one, F and S. So with the F, we'll come straight forwards, F. And with S, we'll do an S form, an S. Okay, let me show you again. F, straight forwards, you see from here to here. And then S, you go up this way to the right. I could have chosen the other way, but, and then to the left. Yeah, or the opposite direction. That's not essential here. S. Thank you. Let's just try that one more. Okay. So we have had from earth to water to air and now fire. And so let's create a fiery F that comes straight forwards like an arrow shot out of a spear. Did you get it? And again, it's got some tempo to it and power. And again, thank you. And now the S, which we could do right or left, but I do it here right. So you go, let's do it without the arms first. Backwards to your right through the center, backwards to the left to home. Okay, let's do the F again to get to the front. And now with fire force. Again. Now I'll do a full on S with the arms rising through the S to get to the middle of the form and the arms sinking to take me back to the back. And I'll just acknowledge that this takes people many, many, many weeks, years to learn. So do your best. Here we go. S. I'm at the top of the S and S. And that was very slow and watery, but I know it's hard to learn. Again, S. And S. And again, and S. Good. Again. Start with your arms wide. Feel your backspace. S. Left side. And again. F. And rising and falling. And rest. All right. This has been a huge meal already. And we'll just leave it for that. And next week, we'll return to it and then put it all together. But I would like very much now to move on with you and do the poem. May our feelings penetrate to the center of our hearts and seek in love to unite with human beings seeking the same goal. And that will be built upon this form. So we'll begin with the inwinding spiral. May our feelings penetrate to the center of our hearts. And then we will go right and left in our form, expanding at the center of our hearts for the line that says, and seek in love to unite with human beings seeking the same goal. So please visualize that with me. First, we will go first. First, we become mindful of the journey we're going to take, and that behind us is the world of spirit, in front of us is the world of matter. And then we spiral into the human heart. May our feelings penetrate to the center of our heart. Then we will go to the left and seek in love to unite with human beings seeking the same goal. Left and right, which is a spatial feeling of that, opening your heart to the world. But we won't just do it with a straight line. We'll do this with a figure 8. We'll do it like this. And speak in love to unite with human beings seeking the same goal. And I'll put little arrows here to say that's how we start, going forwards to the left. So just to orient you, the whole form that we'll build up in these next minutes will be telling the story in the way, I'll say this carefully, in the way that the thought lives in space. The way, this is living thinking. It takes our line of thought and shows us where the thought goes. We follow it with our consciousness. And we're also seeing consciousness, which is not spatial, becoming spatial through this art of choreography and eurythmy. All right. So there we go. Move it in just a little. Good. I stand here mindful of my place in the world, our place in the world, and to navigate our lives on earth, including our present time, we will need to have strong hearts. So with that, we want to get down to the core, beautiful sentence. To your right, as you think these words in yourself, may our feelings penetrate to the center of our hearts. When you arrive here, you're very introspective. Your eyes are open, but your gaze is inward and quiet. And now, out of the strong heart, you're going to want to expand right and left. So from here, make a circle or half an 8 to your left, and then half an 8 to your right. Feeling who is there, and seek in love to unite. And who is there with human beings seeking the same goal. Okay, let's do that 2 more times and then add the next dimension. Spiral in. May our feelings penetrate to the center of our hearts and seek in love to unite with human beings seeking the same goals. The first form, we take responsibility for ourselves. May our feelings penetrate to the center of our heart and seek in love to unite with human beings seeking the same goals. Yes. And then the next line of the poem says, with spirit beings, may my feeling unite with spirit beings who, full of grace, behold our earnest, heartfelt striving. And we'll lay that one also onto this form, this map of the universe here, with a front-back orientation. And I'm sure you've been doing this with me long enough. It's quite clear. When we go backwards, in general, when we want to think about spirit. So now we'll go back here with spirit beings who, full of grace, and now we'll go into the front space, the earth space, beholding our earnest, heartfelt striving. So with spirit beings. Let's try that figure 8. Just go straight to that and then put it together. Feel your backspace, your angels, Michael, the spirit of our age, these great beings are going to help us with spirit beings who carry them with you, full of grace. And they will continue to be there as we go forwards into the front space, our earnest, heartfelt striving. Again, with spirit beings who, full of grace, behold our earnest. Now take this one into your will, heartfelt striving. Good. From the beginning. May our feelings penetrate, define the world and define spirit. May our feelings penetrate into the center of our hearts. And seek in love to unite with human beings seeking the same goal. With spirit beings who, full of grace, behold our earnest, heartfelt striving. We'll bring in the last line. You notice I'm not doing sounds. I won't do sounds with you on this today. We'll just work on discovering the reality of to move beautiful thoughts in space. Our earnest, heartfelt striving that brought us to here. Do I have another color? I have some green. I'll have to see if green really shows up on the screen or not. We'll see. Might just look like blue or black too. Okay, we spirit beings who full of grace, behold our earnest, heartfelt striving. So once again, we're back to here. And now to end this beautiful verse. And in beholding, we go straight back. And in beholding, strengthen us from realms of light and illuminate our lives with love. And as it shows up, we do this feeling everywhere we go in the world. We will find their light, and their light surrounds us with love for all of our deeds. Okay. I'm going to put this aside. But at every step, let's remind us which way we're going. We'll do this 3 times. May our feelings penetrate to the center of our heart. Now comes a left and right experience, and seek in love to unite with human beings seeking the same goal. Backwards, feeling the angels behind you with spirit beings who, full of grace, behold our earnest, heartfelt striving. Now straight back, and in beholding, we're back there with the angels who are looking at you. Illumine our light, are sending down their light, illuminating our lives with love. And again, may our feelings penetrate into the center of our heart and seek in love to unite with human beings seeking the same goals, with spirit beings who, full of grace, behold our earnest, heartfelt striving. And in beholding, strengthen us from realms of light and illuminate our lives with love. So one more time with the correct words. May our feelings penetrate into the center of our heart and seek in love to unite with spirit beings, with human beings seeking the same goal, with spirit beings who, full of grace, behold our earnest, heartfelt striving, and in beholding, strengthen us from realms of light and illuminate our lives in love. Let that resound in you. Hold your arms. Let's close with hallelujah. Mindful of others around the world who are doing this with us. We purify ourselves of everything that hinders us from looking upon God. H. Let the light of the Spirit flow through us to the earth. L. And together we embark on this work of world enlightenment, world fulfillment, world evolution. Who else is doing this with you right now? Your back space is open. Who holds your wings? And from all of our distant places, together, we lift our candles to the stars and stand as beacons of light, offering all that we have back to our Creator. Thank you. Thank you very much for joining with your spiritual earthly intentions in this work together. My fervent hope is that it serves you. And so with that, I offer my capacity to teach to you and thank you for your support in return. And we also thank Michelle, and a warm thanks to the spirits of computers who are serving us by letting us spread this work through the world.